Hey there. Guess who? That's right. It's me. This is Nevermind the What, a show where I talk with musicians from the New York City area and beyond. I'm your host, Evan O. Adams, and today I have Robert Chu.
Robert Chu's aspirations extend beyond the realm of strictly composition. Sure, he composes music that draws influence from a strict classical upbringing, but he also seeks to incorporate his own love of prog rock into his artistic identity. Originally a scholar of neuroscience, Robert also uses his knowledge of the human mind to guide his musical choices, and to create music that produces specific effects on his audience. During our talk, I learned about this as well as his plans and strategies for creating a business around his music making.
Hey, Robert.
Hey,
Thanks for joining me in my very high budget
yeah,
set.
no problem.
Yeah, it's a basement, but it's okay.
Yeah,
So, you're from China originally.
yes.
What was your music upbringing like, and how'd you end up here in New York City?
I guess I wasn't really into composing
Mm-hmm.
until my university.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Before that, I focused on biology most.
Oh,
Yeah. But I do play a lot of electric guitar on the side.
nice.
Yeah, like for 5 years. I like practice 1 hour every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just to impress girls. Yeah, mainly just for that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I do very like
Yeah.
rock and metal music.
Right. Yeah. So what kind of got you into composing? Like what from started doing guitar? How'd you get into the writing part?
Yeah, I find if you can just play guitar, that's not enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a really top of the music hierarchy
Mm-hmm.
is composition.
Mm.
Yeah, because that's like math in Asian country.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I started to write something down. Before my college, I actually helped to produce and write a rock album.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, back in China.
Yeah. Is that? Can you listen to that now?
Yeah,
Is it on like Apple Music or Spotify?
yeah. It was on that, but it's kind of embarrassing to all of us. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
So you took it off?
Yeah.
Oh. Huh. That's so interesting.
Hmm.
So how'd you end up here in New York City? Was it just to study composition here, or did you always
Yeah,
want to come to the city?
Because my undergrad degree is mostly focused on classical composition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I feel like I lack the perspective of modern way of writing music,
Mm.
and I need to expand my skill sets more towards the technical and business side of music.
Yeah. New York's a
So,
great place to do that.
Yeah, NYU is my first choice out of like 6 other university. Yeah.
Nice. Were they all the other universities in the New York area, or were they just other cities? Or
Yeah, other city mostly.
gotcha.
Hmm.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you're here.
Me too.
So, how would you describe your compositional style? Like, what interests you in music?
As I said, I was very classical focused.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I utilize a lot of like counterpoint and harmonic progression, that type of tools.
Mm.
Yeah, but besides that, I always try to figure out what's the relation of music and our neural system. Just because I studied focus on neuroscience for
Right.
most of my life,
Yeah.
basically. Since like how to structure music
Mhm.
and how to bring back a theme, how much dissonant, how
Mhm.
long it should last, and how to enhance the effect of a beautiful melody part.
Right.
Yes, something like that, I guess.
Gotcha. So you use like your biology training to kind of
Yeah, I
inform
guess
that?
as time goes by, I guess I develop kind of my personal theory
Mhm.
towards writing music.
Mhm.
Yeah. And my interest is pretty strict.
Mm.
It's still very heavy, and if I was in a crowd, I listen to a lot of hard rock, heavy metal.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was alone, I tend to learn more the proggy and technical, impressive
Right.
playing side of music. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I guess speaking of that, we both enjoy prog rock.
Yeah.
And metal in general, because I know we went karaokeing once.
Yeah.
And you sang Inner Sandman, and it was beautiful. So how do you go about, because I'm sure many classical composers do have interests in rock, especially now.
Yeah.
But specifically you, how do you go about using your love of prog rock and prog metal to inform how you compose music for a concert hall?
Yeah, I guess most important lesson from prog music is that music don't necessarily have to be slow to be beautiful or has to be beautiful at all. Yeah, and besides that, I think human nature has a tendency towards being impressed by complexity and that kind of techno side. So that affects my writing a lot. Besides that, I guess on one spectrum that can be just based on ideas, like things like a number or something like an expression, an emotion. And I think I'm on the other side of that. I don't react to expressive type of art at all. Yeah, so I base my theory completely on reaction, how our mind react to music, but it's not the intuitive pop type of reaction.
Right.
Yeah, I guess that's my style. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you and Stravinsky would get along well then. He also
I guess
famously said that music can't express anything.
Hmm.
Do you agree with that or no?
No, but I have no feeling.
You have
That's
no
the
feeling.
main reason. Yeah.
Gotcha. So what are your plans for the future? Are you planning to stay in New York City? Do you want to go to another city? You planning going back to Puchang?
Definitely not Busan.
Uh-huh.
That's like the entertainment percentage of market contribution is like 0%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to stay here, but I don't have a clear plan. I was going to start a studio with some other composer back in China, but just NYU seems to be a better option.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I guess I need to make that choice when I've graduated from here.
Right. So tell me about the studio. What will it be?
Yeah, I think I'm going to be a manager for small video studio. And we have a couple of artists and some composer. Just create a experience of both visual and sound. Yeah.
Is this something you've done before? Have you done like film scoring or like dance or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you like it a lot?
But it makes money more than composition, so
fair.
Yeah.
And I guess you like it enough to consider starting a studio for it, yeah?
Yeah.
What kind of projects have you done in the past with that?
We did 2 microfilms. Yeah.
Oh, what were those films about?
The script is very strict. It's a hero story, but painted very Chinese and red.
Right.
Yeah.
So did you just write the music for that, or did you have other roles too?
Like including music and post-production, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it seems like you have like a pretty holistic approach to music making.
Yeah.
It's nice. So what do you have coming up this year? Anything exciting?
Yeah, just because I learn a lot of business side of music this year, I want to find some unsigned artists or bands, and I want to try to be a manager for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
To both our benefits. Yeah.
Like, do you want to be more of like a core manager kind of deal, or you want to start like a label? Like,
Yeah, label.
A label. Nice.
Based on that. Yeah. I think there's a lot of opportunity for that because we are in a college. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's plenty of musicians here
Yeah.
who are looking for some kind of avenue.
I think if they are focused on rock music, that's best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you planning on pursuing like classical composition much once you get out of here? Because it sounds like you're really dedicated to rock and prog metal and all that stuff, which is great. So is that like where you see yourself going towards?
I can see myself going to a lot of different direction actually.
Yeah.
I don't have a preference on any of that.
That's good.
And I'm currently writing on about 30-minute metal epic.
Oh.
Yeah, for my graduate recital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that with visual media too, or is it just music?
I'm thinking about adding some visual element.
Nice.
Because one or two area, they always react most strong, and they can stimulate the area of memory too. Like, yeah.
Gotcha. So people remember this performance
Yes.
for a long time.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Well, thanks for sitting down with me. I appreciate your time. Appreciate you letting me pick your brain. Cool. Well, that's our show. Nevermind the What, sponsored by Nevermind the Noise, which is a composer collective made up of graduate students here at New York University. If you want to see more about what we do, our social medias will be both here on the screen and down in the description. Please follow us there. Always up to new stuff and love to have you come out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again at some other time. You happy with it?
Besides, yeah.
Besides what?
Some question.
You don't like some of the questions?
No.